Hello guys, welcome back to another day at Team Sport Acton, where I'll be taking you through my first day of qualifying for bikc. Let's just take a moment to hear Guy's inspiring words.
Wow! Okay? So last week, having a drawn-out battle with anyone. Does that make sense? We think he won't get your lap times in. I want 22 seconds. Everyone, if you don't get it, you're bad for life.
After those beautiful wise words from Guy, we start off getting off to the pit lane and starting the session. But as I'm on the yellow light, I start to notice there's a problem with my car and it's going quite slow than usual. So I kept looking down to see what was the problem and to check the speed level. And I noticed it was on speed 1. So I kept on trying to get the marshal's attention to see if he can realise. And the light goes green and I get a bit of a bump back there since I can't really start my car. So I stop here for the yellow light. And the marshal also gets the attention over to me, right? And then I tell him it's on speed 1. Speed 1! Speed 1!
What's up?
It's on speed 1!
Oh, okay, guys.
Alright, after telling them it was on speed 1, they go over to go change the speed level to level 3, which is the typical level for the race academy. Alright, and then it goes back to green light as everyone starts to go in front of me. I leave a bit of a gap so I can get my lap time for bikc. But I wouldn't be too worried on the bikc qualifying since there's not a lot of people signed up for it. Alright, here I go on the straight and then turn as smoothly as I can on this first corner. And then I go down the ramp. And on this corner, I end up missing both of the apexes since the track is quite cold and I haven't used this cut. And I couldn't warm up at the beginning since my cut was on speed 1. But here, today, it was actually a good session since I got my high score, which was 22.9. But I'll be trying to aim to get maybe 22.7 on Friday, which I got a 342 session, which will give me 3 opportunities for that session. Alright, let's get back to the commentary. Alright, so I get overtaken by these two since I'm trying to focus on lap times instead of actual battling. On the second session, Guy told us that we could battle, but instead of battling, I still tried to go for lap times, which I should have battled so I can practice for bikc, which is really important. Alright, on the straight, I slide quite a bit and I duck down so I can try to get a bit of grip on the surface, put all my body weight onto the ground. I enter this corner quite smoothly, go on the straight, turn to the first corner, hit both of the apexes, which was quite smoothly, and I believe I overtake this guy right here. Okay, as we're approaching this corner, I just give him, the way, so I just let him overtake me since I didn't really want to focus on battling since it will probably waste a lot of time on my lap times. So later this race, I start to get a better racing lines, much cleaner as well since the track gets a lot grippier with the heat building up and my tires start to heat up as well. Alright, so you're approaching this corner. I hit the first apex, second apex, and go through along the wall, and then I go to this corner. I stick right along the wall here so I could get a much cleaner entry, but I slide a lot since my tires are still cold. And then I just go straight on here, right? Go on the first apex, also the second apex. And I boost here because I'm trying to do Sonny's technique, which is the track holder. But as I said, my boost has a 3-second delay, so you can see I'm sliding a lot and going wide on that corner. But after the session, I get a much better cut, which was cut 2, but it wasn't as great as well. The pace was quite off. So, and then I approach this corner, hit both apexes, stay along the wall, and then I missed the first apex and hit the second apex, and I boost here, which you can see it was a lot better since I hit the boost earlier, so I didn't really have that power up as I'm exiting the corner, which makes me slide. And I don't want to carry too much speed on that corner as well, especially downstairs, since I will slide on that corner. Okay, I missed the apex, hit the second apex as always, go alongside the wall, and then I slowly turn in for this corner so I can stay right along the wall and not drift out wide. And then after, we repeat the same thing, go straight, hit the first one, second one, along the wall, missed the first one, hit the second, boost, and I believe I slide here a bit since the boost had a bit of delay, yep. So I missed all the grippy, sticky surface, which is right alongside the wall. Here on this corner, I shake my head because I knew that the boost is not working properly as expected, because I still had that 3-second delay, which ended up giving me the boost when I was about to enter the corner, making me slide. So I was carrying too much speed there. And then I approach this corner, hit the second apex, go alongside the wall. This corner was a lot more cleaner, but then I kind of messed up on this part here because I ended up losing a bit of speed, but it was a good lap overall. Since this session wasn't as clean as expected because of the cart, I will be showing you guys session 2 which was a lot more cleaner. I get a much better car, which has 0 boost delay, I believe, and also my corners are a lot more cleaner since my tires are a lot warmer, the track is warmer, and I kept getting my momentum going as well, and I was very consistent in this session. And for this reason, for this battle right here, it was actually quite unclean since the person that just overtaken this guy with a blue and orange helmet, he had contact with him. So it resulted in a black flag and the session had an orange flag. so I tried to catch up with this pack ahead. If you guys made it this far into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button so you get more videos like this, guys. You also know that bikc is round the corner, so I'm gonna need your guys' support. Alright, so enough yapping, and I will let you guys watch the rest of this session. And the thing that we all hate, the yellow flag. The session ends, guys, and the fun ends. But make sure to like and subscribe so you can watch the next session on the second day of qualifying for bikc.